I think they might have taken a real watch though and swapped a movement, but it doesn't make sense because the diamonds are worth more than the movement on this. Anyway, this is a first. We have a Chopard Happy Sport diamond that came in and it wasn't working. The lady just bought it and paid full retail price for it from a third-party retailer. And I got to look and I took the back of it off, and sure enough, the movement's been swapped for a battery movement, and this is supposed to be a Happy Sport automatic. So one of the ways that, aside from the obvious battery, if you didn't know that that was a tell, is I've shown this before, is when you look in here at this, it's a brand new watch. Chopard is not new to watchmaking, but and I'm sorry, it's hard to get in here right now, but if you look all around right in here, see this very rough machining, and it's hard to see, but if you look at the grooves inside, almost every one of these screws have grooves that look like someone's just like kind of torn through it with a screwdriver. But just looking all around all this movement, very, very rough for a brand new watch. Well, anyway, it keeps jumping out of focus, but it's an automatic watch. It's been replaced with a battery movement. I don't know enough about this watch to determine whether these diamonds are floating the right way or if they're even real, so I'm gonna get a diamond tester and test these out and see. But I think the entire watch is fake, because even looking at what's supposed to be a mother of pearl back, there's very, very dull spots like right in this area where they're just gray. So to me, this looks like just a piece of aluminum foil that was printed with a metallic print on it and made to look, which means these diamonds are all probably fake and all this. I think the whole thing's fake. Like I said, I don't know enough about this watch to know how the diamonds are supposed to be floating. I watched a couple videos on YouTube just now to see, and from the videos, it looks like these things, when they float around the dial, they spin kind of like, and when they get close to each other, they're like magnetic. These aren't doing that. But when I loop them out, the diamonds look good, like they're set properly. So we actually had a plan to go over to Peter Marcos here in a minute. So I'm gonna take this watch with me and I'm gonna have him test these diamonds. Obviously, if the diamonds are fake, this is a fake. The whole watch is fake. Obviously, the movement's fake, but I need to know if the rest of it is. I think it is, but I can't determine that without knowing if the diamonds are real. But just from a common sense standpoint, it wouldn't make sense to take the movement out of this watch and replace it with a fake movement, because the case, I mean, the diamonds would be worth, in my opinion, more than the movement itself. So it doesn't make sense that somebody would do that. But anyway, that's a first. So you can never be too careful. What up, buddy?
What's happening?
Hey, so the cheapest I'm finding any 5990s, even pre-owned, is 300 grand. But when you were talking about from a value perspective, would you rather have a 5980 since they're still not discontinued?
Yeah, I mean, the problem is I've already had the 5980, right?
Right.
And let's be very real. The 5990 is better. It's nicer.
It is, of course it is, but it's also still brand new. And the 5990 or 5980 is on its way out. I mean, it's whatever you want. I told you when we talked about this, the 5990 is a better watch. You very rarely see either one of them out in the wild, but I've never seen a 5990 Blue Dial in the wild. I cannot find one under 300 grand.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone wearing a 5990.
No, even
Never.
I've only seen, I think, a dealer at a trade show wearing one, other than mine.
Yeah.
Whenever I wore it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one I want.
I'll keep looking, but the best I'm finding, and my cost is, I can get a pre-owned one for 300, or I can get a brand new one for 310. So
Yeah.
I don't think getting one under 300 is going to be possible unless you find someone you know that owns one and they're desperate and hard up for cash. And even then, they're still going to be hard pressed to sell it under 300 unless, like I said, you know them really well.
Let's be very real. I think they're going to come down more before they go back up again. I think just from an economic perspective, but
Do you want to keep waiting, or you just want to get it?
Which one?
The 5990.
The used one?
Honestly, dude, no, I don't think you should. I think you should get a new one. I mean, you're talking 300 grand already. What's five? What's
How
five?
do we know it's new? Is it not just polished?
No. My guys won't sell a new one if it'd be a 2022 recent date, and I'll look at it. I can tell if it's been polished, and if it's been polished, I send it back.
Pay
But
an extra $10,000 for a guy that like maybe wore it 3 times, had it polished, and says it's new.
no. I'll look it out. I'll loop it out, and I'll make sure it hasn't been polished. That kind of watch, nobody with a good reputation is going to sell it as new if it's not new, because they know I'll send it right back if it is, if it's been polished.
Yeah. How long is it going to take us to get it?
Yeah, I've got them local here. Well, not local, but I can have one in LA. Actually, I may be able to find one here local in LA.
New what?
Yeah, new or pre-owned.
Huh?
New or pre-owned, but I think you should go new. Cause y'all just closed a big deal, right?
Say that again?
I said y'all just closed a big deal, right? This is a celebratory piece?
Yeah, we just closed the deal for.
That'll work. So yeah, I think you should just bring the extra 10 grand and get the brand new one.
I understand, but what's my price?
Give me 10 grand on top of whatever my cost is.
Okay.
Let me find one. I'll find the best deal on a brand new one, and I'll just mark it up 10 grand.
Okay. I don't want to. I don't want to wait forever. Like I want to watch.
Hey, if I tell you on this one, since there's plenty of these things available right now, that's why the last time they weren't a lot of them available because people were holding them. But I'll find you one local here. Whenever I say I've got it, we lock it in. I'll shoot you an invoice, get me a wire, and I'll have it in a couple days. And I'll let you know where it's at.
Okay. Thanks.
Cool. All right. Later, dude.
Hi.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Good, brother. What's going on?
Good. At the office grinding. So one of my good clients is ready to buy the 5990 Blue, and same guy actually. He's in one of my groups somewhere, or he's in one of the groups that I'm in. He quoted me much higher. Can you get it at 300?
Quoted you much higher?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me call him
Okay.
and tell him that I have it sold at his 300.
Okay.
And, he was standing in my store when he told me with his other Chinese friend that he comes in with all the time.
Yeah.
And he told us to me. So let me call him now and see if he's still going to honor that.
Okay.
I'll call you back.
All right. Thank you, Peter.
All right.